How's it going, everybody? My name is Just Mike, and I just wanted to make a quick video explaining what the work and holiday visa is. I went to Australia in 2016 and I lived there for an entire year. I lived in Sydney for 6 months, and then the remaining 6 months I traveled around Australia. It's a great way to explore that part of the world, and I highly recommend it. Simply put, the work and holiday visa itself just gives you the permission to live and work in Australia for up to 12 months. You can work with one employer for 6 months, so you could work for somebody for 6 months and then work for another employer for another 6 months if you wanted to. But it's called the work and holiday visa for a reason. You know, they kind of want people to work for some of the time and then travel around for the other times. That's why that holiday, we would say vacation in the United States. So, you know, in Australia, they're like, oh, you're going on holiday, mate. You have to be between the ages of 18 and 30, and you also need to be from an eligible country. I'll pull up a screenshot from the website, and I want to note real quick that there's actually two different work and holiday visas. The work and holiday visa subclass 462 is the one that you'll apply for if you're from one of these listed countries. The other work and holiday visa is the subclass 417, which you'll apply for if you're from one of these listed countries. Since I'm from the US, I went on the subclass 462 work and holiday visa, and really the main difference when I went on my work and holiday was that only the subclass 417 visa was eligible for a second year work and holiday. But after looking at their website again, it looks like they've changed that, and now 462 working holiday visa holders are eligible for a second year working holiday visa. But more on that in a minute. I'll also add that if you're applying for the subclass 462 visa, you might need a letter of support from your government, and you also might need to provide some proof of English proficiency. As far as cost goes, it's $440 Australian, so in US dollars, that's about $345. And some might say that that's a little pricey, but you know, I did it in 2016, man. Trust me, man. It's definitely worth it. As far as what type of work you can expect to do while you're there, it kind of varies. I mean, you can work anywhere. I personally worked in video production while I was there. It was a 6-month contract position as a video editor. You know, I was 28 years old when I was there, so I had a lot of experience in video production before back here in the United States. I think that's a little different than the kind of work a lot of people can expect to be getting on a work and holiday visa, but you know, it just happened that I lucked out and it worked out really great for me. A lot of people that go on a work and holiday visa, they try to get farm work, because then if you do 88 days of work on a farm, you're eligible for a second year work and holiday visa. And it's not just farm work, it can be like fishing or animal and plant cultivation, or working in like a very remote area as well. The minimum wage in Australia is about $18 an hour, which is about $14 an hour in US currency. And it's not uncommon for people on a work and holiday visa to be making several dollars more an hour, especially if you're doing like construction work and stuff like that. So look, basically if you just show up on time and you work hard, I mean, you can definitely make some money in Australia. As far as like after you apply, how long does it take to get confirmed? I think I got a confirmation email within a couple weeks, and basically it just says, congratulations, you have work and holiday. I think they gave you some kind of number, I think, and yeah, you have a year from when you get that confirmation to enter Australia, and then when you enter, you start your work and holiday. It was great though. I really enjoyed my time over there. It's a great way to kind of expand your horizons and see that part of the world, man. I really recommend it. Last thing I want to do here is I want to plug my upcoming work and holiday series. So I shot a lot of video while I was traveling around Australia, and I've edited all that footage into a series that I'm going to release right here on this channel. So if you're interested in checking that out, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.